Hey, what's up everybody? Dr. B here. We're going to take a look now at the mandible. You can see we've disarticulated it from the skull. We'll just kind of move those little springs out of the way right there. There are three major parts to the mandible itself. The first part right here is going to be the ramus, right? Then we get into this curved portion right here at the angle of the jawbone. And then we have the body of the mandible. In a previous video, we talked about these ridges that we find that create the arch around which the teeth are going to be situated into. And those again are the alveolar processes. These are the alveolar processes of the mandible itself. The mandible is going to articulate with the skull and the temporal bone. So hence the name, the temporomandibular joint, or the TMJ, which you may hear about when people have jaw problems. The condylar process right here is going to articulate articulate with the temporal bone. This process here is the coronoid process. You may remember we had a coronoid process also on the ulna. This is the coronoid process of the mandible. And we have two foramen, all right? The two foramen are going to be located, one here, our mental foramen. Remember, the chin region is the mental region. And then back here, we have the mandibular foramen. Okay, we have one on this side right there and one on this side right here. The mandibular foramen, if you have ever had any dental work on the lower part of your mouth, you'll know that when the dentist sticks his finger way back in the back corner of your mouth and he injects you with the anesthesia, that is the area where he is injecting. That is where the mandibular branch of the trigeminal nerve is going to enter into the mandibular foramen, and it provides feeling to all of the teeth on that side, which is why typically when you get numb, you only get numb to that point right there. The last thing we have on this mandible is this notch that we see here between the condylar process and the coronoid process, and this is the mandibular notch. And that's it for the mandible.